everybody, it's me, Megan, and this is my Cassie inspired look from Nicki Minaj's video featuring Cassie the boy. She had kind of like this smoky cut crease look that I recreated for myself. So like I said, this is an inspired look because I'm obviously way darker than Cassie and I'm not Cassie. So I had to adjust a few things to better match me and my skin tone and my eye shape and everything else. So if you're interested in seeing the tutorial, stay tuned. So I'm first gonna apply my Urban Decay primer potion on my lid, and I'm gonna put just a dot on. On my lid, I'm going to be using Inglot's eyeshadow, and this is number 465. I'm going to apply this all over my lid with a jumbo eyeshadow brush. So I'm going to apply that Inglot color all over my lid. And I'm going to be using patting motions. And I want to keep it kind of in my crease area. Now I'm going to be using Woodwinked by MAC, and I'm going to place this color right in the center of my lid using my jumbo eyeshadow brush that I used previously to apply Inglot's 465. Now I'm going to just put that in the center of my eye, just like this, and then kind of blend it out. Only in the center because I want it to have like a slight shimmer just in the center. Now Cassie's, hers didn't seem like, her lid color didn't seem that bright, but for me I just want to add just a little extra shimmer. This is an inspired look, so everything doesn't have to be the same, but you know, to match my skin tone, I'm gonna do what I have to do. Now I'm going to be using MAC's Saddle, which is just a color that's close to my skin tone, and I'm going to use that to blend out that kind of harsh crease color that I had from applying that Inglot and that Woodwinked on my lid. So just pick something that's kind of similar to your skin tone just to blend that out. But I'm using MAC's Saddle to apply in my crease using a fluffy shadow brush from Sedona Lace. I just want to blend out all of this. So now I'm going to be using a black color to kind of cut my crease like how Cassie kind of has it in her picture and video that I saw. You can use whatever black you wish to, but the black that I'm using is Carbon by MAC, which is a matte black. There's no shimmer in this black. So I'm going to use this to cut my crease and drag it along my lash line at the end of my eye and go in this way. Just kind of like draw a line going in like that. And then I'm going to take the end and connect it like this to make an outer V. Like that. And then I'm going to sweep the color along in my lash line. So now I'm going to just flick up the black with my pencil brush. And kind of flick and blend at the same time, but making sure you keep that kind of hard kind of crease look. She had to kind of cut the crease, but my eye shape is a little different, so it's gonna look a little different. So now I'm going to be using Rule, and Rule will just serve as a transition color to better help blend that kind of dark black crease color to my highlight. So this is just gonna warm up that area. And this color is Rule by MAC. Because her cut the crease, it didn't look very blended. But I want to blend out a little bit so it doesn't look as harsh. Even though her look was quite dramatic. But I think it was still wearable for like nighttime. So this would definitely be like a nighttime look. So I'm just gonna keep blending out, kind of like that. So I'm blending, going up into my inner nose area like this. So Cassie, it doesn't look like in the video there's much of a real highlight, so I did not apply a highlight shadow. If it is looking a little brighter, it's because that is concealer that I used underneath my brows when I do my eyebrows. I tend to use a concealer 2 shades lighter than my skin tone, so I just let that concealer serve as my highlight. So now I'm going to line the upper lash line, and I'm using Jordana's FabuLiner, and I got this from Walgreens, and this is a liquid liner with a felt tip, and it was $1.99 at Walgreens. So I extended my eyeliner on this side so it can have kind of like a cat kind of winged look to go along with the darker edges. So in the video it looks like Cassie has on kind of like some really thick bold eyelashes, so I'm going to be using Red Cherry 203 lashes on my lashes, and Duo Lash Glue in the color that dries black. So now I'm going to take my jumbo eyeshadow pencil and my Sonia Kashuk smudge brush, and I'm going to put just a little bit on here like this, and I'm going to apply that on my bottom lash line. And I'm going to smudge it pretty much all the way in. Now I'm going to go back and take some more of that carbon on my Sonia Kashuk smudge brush like this. And I'm going to put it just on the corner here. So now I'm going to take my sample of MAC Zoom Lash and apply that to my top and bottom lashes. So on my cheeks, I used kind of like an orangey, shimmery kind of, you know, color right on here. And I used MAC Center of the Universe, which is a mineralized skin finish. And I used more so of the middle kind of burnt orange color, and I applied that all on my cheeks. I don't know if you'll be able to tell or not, but Cassie didn't have much of a bright blush. Hers looked kind of bronzy, kind of orange, so that's why I chose to use more so of the center for that. And on my lips, Cassie, her lips were kind of like a powdery, glossy kind of pink, and I wasn't gonna go that light with my lips because I'm obviously darker than Cassie, so I decided to use OCC Lip Tart in Pageant, and the gloss on top is the Viva Glam Gaga Lip Gloss by MAC. And then my lip liner to tone down my edges because I am darker, I use NYX Brown Cafe Lip Liner to just to tone everything down to make, you know, a nice little gradual transition from my skin tone to my pink lips. So this is pretty much the finished look. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the tutorial, and if you do have any questions, feel free to ask those below. A full product listing of everything that I showed and mentioned will be in this video as well. I really like this look. I would see myself wearing this more so out for nighttime purposes, but I really like it. It was really easy, and I really like how it turned out. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.